What about thousands of years of history? How many things have we screwed up? Just imagine all the distortions we believe. More severe things take place than Vastæla. Max Müller, a German scholar working in England, got paid for breaking down the spirit of the Indian people by inventing a falsified history. That commonwealth was exploiting, plundering, stealing, torturing, killing. Max Müller got a huge amount of money from the British government, the military, to invent a falsified history. He also gained fame, and they advertised him as a great scholar. Believe it or not, this falsified history is still taught in schools. It's hard to correct, hard to uproot. There are even still around some racists that claim to be Aryans, some super race. What Max Müller invented was that invading Aryans, nomads from the north, brought with them all the wisdom that is found in India. He went as far as to claim Veda to be derived from Edda. All this was strategy, martial fraud, exactly like the Roman Empire strategy used in Europe some 100 years after Jesus walked among us on earth. Break down a great culture that holds people together and fix in a new one. Make them adhere to that by all available means. A tool called theokrasi, God power, literally, like democracy, is mob rule. I recall back in 1955 when I dwelt in England, a slogan, Britain back, not Britain black, and the immigrating Commonwealth people answered, we are here because you were there. Do we not realize where wealth comes from? Do we not see the difference between good wealth and bad wealth? We must get rid of that Kali Yuga now. The Romans made a new calendar that we use. That Anno Zero is not quite correct, but as a strategy it works. Christian era. As a pope boosted, first year thousand we conquered Europe, the second year thousand the Americas, the next year thousand conquer Asia and Africa. He proudly demanded. No longer called Roman Empire, but has a new name and subnames. Why are we doing this? Are we happy with that becoming the history of our times? Are we going to embellish power greed and dictatorship empires once more? I got all A's in every subject in school, always the best in everything. These silly IQ quizzes were easy for me, so I was not plain stupid at all. But the only thing I could not tolerate was history. I would read the pages. That is to say, my eyes would follow the lines and words, but my mind was absent. Oops, where did I fall off? Trying to reread the page and find the place where my attention just evaporated. Gosh, all these long dead guys, who was killing whom and what year was that? But I got A in history once all the same, because a classmate, a boy, my good friend, said to me, just before I went into that oral exam, read this page, and I did. Gee, it's a part of nature. I picked that, exactly that, from the pile of little papers on which was written a certain field for the pupils to blather about in that oral exam. History is a novel, a lie, written by the victors as dead men talk not. And some religions are invented too. At the best from scrap, from something older, clad in the garb of supernaturality. So they will appeal.